Intelexx here, and welcome to your light and love of the day. Okay, so we only gonna be on here for a few minutes, like we always do. All right, keep it short and sweet. All right, but powerful at the same time. Okay. All right, so I just want to take this moment to say thank you for rocking out with me, for tuning in to these light and loves of the day. I hope they are encouraging. I hope they resonate with you, that you take them with you wherever you go today. Okay. I do appreciate you all for tuning in. And for those that watch this later, thank you so much. All right. So today I want to talk to you about drum roll, please. Do your purpose work. Okay. We focus so much on what other people are doing, how they do it, why they do it. If it was me, I would do this, that, and the third. Well, it's not you. Okay. And what we need to really understand is that we have all got our own work to do, and we need to mind the business that pays us, not focusing on what someone else is doing, what work they're doing. Because if you're so focused on what somebody else is doing or not doing, that means you're not doing what you need to be doing because you got too much time on your hands if you are so focused on someone else's purpose and not your own. What are you running from? Why is it so scary for you to walk in your purpose? Now, it could be a list of so many different reasons why you are afraid to step out and venture out. You can have a complex, you can have some engrams to where you don't feel like you're worthy enough to fulfill your purpose. That is a thing. But I'm here to let you know that you are worth it. And your purpose cannot happen without you executing it flawlessly. All right. It might not start off that way, but it should end that way. All right. And if anything, whatever your purpose is not going to end anytime soon. It will continue on after you because your purpose is greater than you. And so if you are still in the midst of trying to figure out what it is you need to do, how you need to do it, why you need to do it, where you need to do it, who you need to do it for and with and to, then do some more introspection. Figure out what it is that you need to do to learn more about who you are. Study yourself. Take some time out to really get to know you, to study you, to date you, to really figure out your ins and outs. What makes you click? What makes you triggered? What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What pisses you off? What are you passionate about? Because a lot of times your purpose is in the things that you find to be problems, and part of your purpose is creating those solutions to those problems that really irritate you, that really grind your gears, that gets under your skin. Part of that is your purpose. Another way that you can figure out what your purpose is figuring out what comes easy to you. What are you really passionate about? What do you love to do? Something that you can do without getting paid, something that's easy for you to do that other people might find difficult. Like, for instance, part of my purpose work is writing, creating, doing things like this. Like, all of these things come easy to me, to where someone else might have trouble with writing, where they can't just come up with 6 pages out of the blue. That's something that's easy for me, but that's a part of my purpose work, is being a writer, being an editor, creating different things like flyers or logos or websites or whatever, right? All of these things are easy for me to do because it's something that I love. Now, if it's something that you can do but you don't love it, you're just good at it, that's great. But we talking about purpose work here. All right, so figuring that out, because a lot of times we waste time on things that we might want to do, that we might like doing, working for somebody else's purpose and wasting time not building up our own. Don't spend so much time focusing on how you can help build someone else up and you're lacking, right? For instance, if you work for someone else, if you go to a 9 to 5, if you clock in, if you're an independent contractor, whatever those things are, you are building up somebody else's vision and somebody else's purpose work. Okay, but how much time are you actually spending on figuring out what you need to do, how you need to move? Okay, as an entrepreneur, a lot of people assume that you won't have to work as much. Okay, listen, no, you actually work 2 to 3 times more than the average person that has a 9 to 5, because at the end of the day, having a 9 to 5, all of the back work, all of the groundwork, all of the foundation was already laid and already built up to where all you have to do is whatever assignment you were given and focus on that. As an entrepreneur, you have to build everything up to a certain point before you can do that, before you can hire people to do certain assignments. You are it. So that takes work, and you have to build it. You have to build up that groundwork. But it also goes back to, is this a part of your purpose? Are you meant to have your own? Are you meant to, create a business? Are you meant to have your own brick and mortar? Are you meant to sell products and services and merch and books and things of that nature? Whatever, excuse me. Whatever it is that you want to do compared to whatever it is that you have to do, that you need to do, that is your purpose work. What you want to do is not necessarily your purpose work. You could just be good at a lot of different things. I'm good at a lot of different things, but it doesn't mean that that's a part of my purpose, right? A part of my purpose is helping others. A part of my purpose is creating in all different facets, right? A part of my purpose is making sure that I spread the truth out no matter where I go, and being a walking and living testimony no matter where I go. That should not change across the board. All right. So if you are not walking in your purpose and doing that purpose work, what are you waiting for? Because there are so many people that's on your path that's waiting for you to start, because you're holding up their process and their progress. So whatever it is that you might be dealing with, whatever it is that you're going through, get over it. That fear will cripple you. There's so many untapped talents and gifts that are in the graveyard because of fear, because they didn't want to cross that boundary. Don't let that be you. Don't leave life with regrets, and don't live with regrets. I should have did this. I could have did this. I would have did this if things lined up, if this happened this way, if. We don't live in a country, a city, a universe of ifs. Make it happen. Manifest the life that you want, then work like hell to make sure that you get that life that you want, because it's not going to come to you, right? Purpose work is not easy. Don't let anybody lie to you. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of discipline. And discipline looks good from the outside, but when you are actually operating in a disciplined life, being disciplined in every aspect or striving to be disciplined, it takes work and it is not easy. Okay, nothing in life that's worth it will be easy, but if you take accountability for what you do on the inside so that it manifests on the outside, once you get into a habit of doing it over and over again, it becomes easier. Having the right tribe, having people pour into you the way you need to, having that isolation time when you are away from everybody so that you can properly grow, right? A seed is in the ground, in soil, in isolation, in darkness by itself. There is no other entity, there's no other seeds there that nobody can talk to, right? It has to have a certain portion of its life isolated, solo dolo, so that it can grow the way it needs to grow. And it don't just grow down, it also grows up. So all those dark nights, that hard work, all the behind the scenes stuff that people don't see, when they see the stuff in the limelight and things happening and people are acknowledging you for what you're doing and your purpose, just remember all those late nights, those tears, those heartaches, those lessons, right? Those trials and those tribulations, because that all helped you to get to where you need to be. So for those of you who are walking and doing your purpose work, kudos to you, okay? You have to make a conscious decision every single day to do that work. All right. And for those of you who are still on that journey trying to find out what that purpose work is, or if you know and you're just starting out, congratulations. All right. Welcome to the journey. All right. Because it's definitely a journey and it's not a sprint, it is a marathon. So take each day to be intentional about the work that you plan to do, because every moment that you are here, you are held accountable for what you do with your time and how you spend it. You're either going to pay now or you're going to pay later, right? You can pay now and play later, or you can play now and pay later. I'd rather pay now and play later and, get it out the way, all right? So that is all that I have for you today. I told you short and sweet as usual. Do your purpose work. Do what you got to do to make sure that what you are meant to fulfill while you are here happens. Okay? There are people counting on you. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for the people that's in your life. Do it for the ones coming behind you. Set the example. And I know it's not going to be easy, but nothing that is worth it will be. All right? Thank you so much for tuning in to another Light and Love of the Day. When it comes to Intelexx, Artrepreneur Agency, the Indeed for Artists, make sure to check us out. Go to Intelexx.com to stay up to date on all things Intelexx. Subscribe to our email list. It's free $99. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Shout out to those of you watching on YouTube. And also download our app, the Artrepreneurs Hub, in the Mighty Networks app. Search it up. Go in there, create an account, search for the Artrepreneurs Hub, and you will find us there. And you stay in the know, on the know, and see things that we don't show you on social media. All right. Remember, do the work. Work takes work. Okay. You can't expect somebody else to do what you're supposed to do, because only you can do it. All right. Do your purpose work. You will not regret it. All right. Thank you once again. And until next time, I hope you have an amazing day and an awesome rest of your week. Until next time.